Guys, it's Becky, and it's time for me to unbox the Potomac beads. This is the Best Bead Box Treasure Edition, and it is going to get sorted into my favorite 15 grid organizers. I love sorting my bead boxes into this because even though this box that this comes in with a little magnetic closure and everything is fantastic for storing things, I love these boxes. I use them for all sorts of things, but I can't keep my beads in it or else I will forget that they're there. But if I put them in my organizer, then I can see everything all at once, and it makes it so much easier for me to design with. So I'm going to be organizing it into this. We'll unbox it, we'll find out what's in here, and we'll get it put away in our organizer when we do this. And this is the January Treasure Edition from Potomac Beads. And you guys will be seeing this after they have their official reveal. Allie and then they do an official reveal on the Potomac Beads channel, their YouTube channel. It's a lot of fun. You'll also get some ideas from them. They always do some a design challenge when they do that. So it's usually worth watching because it'll give you some inspiration as well as getting to see what's in the boxes. But we're going to go ahead and open this and take a look at what we have it. So we've got the Roaring Twenties. That is our theme for this treasure box. Embark on a journey in time, back to the lavishness and sophistication of the 1920s with our exquisite Roaring Twenties treasure box. Immerse yourself in an era of classic black and white aesthetics and a subtle yet unmistakable touch of glitz and glamour. Y'all know I love glitz and glamour. Yes, okay, so we're going to be getting some more like Art Deco-y kind of inspired things. We've got our list right here of what's included in this. We usually get some beads, we usually get some findings, we usually get some stringing material and a tool, and whether it's an organizational tool or something that you can use while you're beading, it's actually really nice that they include those things and it's not just beads. So let's get this open and take a look at what's in here. And it looks like this is our tool. We have some storage jars, and I am all about that. Take a look at that. And these are interlocking, so you can stack them up on each other. The bottom of this one screws into the top of that one, so it's the lid that's the bottom, and then this one is just on its own. So at least you know where the top and the bottom of these are, but you could probably swap these around in between. This is a useful tool, actually. I have some of these that I've got some super duos sorted into, so I will see if I can use this for some of my other smaller beads. They're great for smaller beads because then you just pick up the whole stack and you can see all of those beads right there. All right, now we've got some strands. I'm going to pull out all of our strands. Take a look at this. We've got more angel wings. Look at that. Look at these faceted rondelles. These are super fun. I love these polka dot diamond beads. They are so big and chunky and gorgeous. And then we've got some fire polish beads and some more glass beads. Looks like we've got some drucks. So we've got our strands there. And we've got some bags, and we've got some findings and more beads. There are so many beads in here, you guys. Gumdrop beads. That's super cool. Briolettes. All right, we're going to get into these in more detail. Oh, look. Ladybug beads. They are black ladybug beads, and we've got some 11-Os. This is such a gorgeous color. Look at these silver-lined 11-Os. This is like ice blue. That's beautiful. I love that. And then we've got some more findings, some two-hole beads, some carrier beads. Oh, check these out. Oh, we're gonna get into these in more details with all of these. And then this is our string material that sometimes they give us some stretch cord, sometimes they've given us some beading cable, sometimes it's macrame cord. This one is beading thread, and this is a full-size spool, 20 meters, crystal colorway. So probably, and I'm actually already getting some ideas for this. This would be a really great way if you are a little bit afraid of getting your toes dipped into the bead weaving. Having this come in your box with you would be a great way for us to maybe do an easy beginner-friendly bead weaving tutorial. I'm going to come up with something that's easy, that we use some of the beads in this box for, and we will use the thread and these. So I'm going to come up with a tutorial for that. We'll get that on the channel later, so you guys can do some of that, because it's really fun. I enjoy bead weaving, and it was something that I was like afraid to dip my toes into for a long time. And it was actually Potomac Beads and the XL kit when it was just the best bead box, because you got the XL was you got several kits, and the Potomac Beads kits are a really fantastic way to learn bead weaving, because it's they're really well written, easy to follow. The kits all come with everything that you need in it. Because I was afraid to dip my toes in it for a long time. I was just stringing only, not going to do any bead weaving. Looks like we get a nice Czech glass mix here. You know what? I might sort this mix into this. Huh. Maybe we'll do that. All right. Let's see what we've got though. Okay. Let's go down the list. We've got our Czech glass mix. That's this one right here. I'll get into that in a little bit. I'm gonna sort it into these. We'll put them to use right away. But then we've got some Czech faceted rounds. We've got the 6mm ones, and they are black and crystal. And it is a mix of those. I am going to snip off the end of this plastic and get these started in a little spot all on their own, sorting it into a tray. So we've got these guys right away. Now we've got Czech ladybug beads. That's this one. And I'm going to go grab my ladybug tray so you can take a look at these ladybug beads a little bit closer. So here's our ladybugs, and they are the same on both sides. The hole goes right from head to bottom. And I'm going to stick these guys right here in this spot next to that one. That is a generous amount of ladybug beads. Then we've got some carrier beads, and these carrier beads are really fun. I did another project that someone else did where you did like a peyote stitch design around the outside of the carrier bead, and then the carrier bead can be included in something. They've got 2 holes. They are Czech glass. But yeah, you could paint on them. You could do some seed beading around onto them. They're pretty useful beads to be able to add to and build from, like beaded beads, basically. Then we've got some flat organic discs. What are our flat organic discs? There we go. Just making sure that I'm not... Yeah, organic disc beads. These are 25mm, and they should have a hole drilled in them, and they do. So they're bumpy, wavy. I guess that's why they're calling them organic discs. These are pretty cool. They are very statement-y. So you've got those, and then we've got the Pi Duo beads, and Pi Duos are pretty cool. Looks like Jet AB is the color on these. And with these, they have, let me get my ladybug so we can get a little bit closer. So they have a hole that goes, let me get a piece of wire maybe. Do I have some excess wire here? The hole goes through it like this, from the wide end to just on the other side of the point. So that's the way that both of the holes on this 2-hole bead are drilled. I'm going to go ahead and stick my guys right in there. All right. We've got a hook and eye clasp set right there. So you've got a closure, and I'm going to go ahead and stick my findings. I usually put them, this is gunmetal color. Look how shiny that is. I'm going to stick these right here. And speaking of findings, we've got some earring posts. And you'd be able to use these and glue them onto something that you had done, or maybe seed bead around them in a beaded earring design. All right, now we've got some crystal briolets. They are 6 by 12. That's these ones right here. And I love this, like, it's metallic sky is the color, and it's like definitely like a blue-gray kind of color. Let's get that up against there so you can see the color better. These are great. I can definitely see us making some stuff with those. And then we've got our Czech angel wings, and it looks like these have silver on one side, and then they're crystal on the other. So let's go ahead and pop this open and get these guys put away. They have just a single bead or single hole. Right in the middle of the crescent shape. And then we've got some 8mm rounds. That's these. Looks like they are black with kind of an AB finish on one side. Black, white, silver, and blues. These are all really great colors to go together. And we've got some flat faceted rondelles, and that's these guys. Let me get this open, and then I'm going to pop a couple onto my ladybug tray so you can get a closer look at them. Because I feel like we're going to get a better look at them off of the strand than we will on the strand. So looks like one side has kind of a silver coating, one side is clear, and then we've got our facets on the edge for these rondelles. They're like two-toned. All right, now we've got some playing card charms. They're all Ace of Spades. These have a hole drilled right here through the center top. So these would actually work as charms if you were to put some jump rings through them and attach them to a charm bracelet or something like that. I'm going to stick these right here in this section. And yeah, I think it is a good idea for me to get my Czech mix into these, because I'm going to start running out of room in here real soon. With all of these beads, there's so many beads in here. All right, so then we've got Czech dichro beads. That must be these, the dichro ones. I didn't know that that's what they were called, but look how shiny those are. These are really, really fun beads. I'm excited to do some fun things with these. Let's see if these will all fit in here. They might. They do stack up rather nicely, being that they are a square shape, but with the hole drilled so that they sit diagonally in a project. Those are going to be fun to make earrings with. Probably also a necklace. We can have some real fun with that. And then we've got our gumdrop beads. And these ones are opal. They've got a hole down here at, like, I guess the bottom of the gumdrop. With that, I'm gonna actually, these guys are in the wrong spot. I'm gonna put my gumdrops right here in this section. There we go. Yeah, our box is filling up pretty quick. We have a few more that we need to go through. So we've got some gemstone rounds, and it looks like our gemstone rounds are druzy agates. They are blue iris. So you can see like the druzy on it, where it's got the shiny sparkly bits. Gorgeous. These are going to be fun. I can definitely see these pie duos, maybe these two in the same project. That'd be great. All right, and now I might need to start having a couple of roommates for some of these. So let me move these guys over here where the carrier beads are, so that I can get some of these others in here, because these are fairly big, but there aren't a ton of them. The carrier beads are also, there's not a ton of them, but I'd like to still be able to close this. I can. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we've got our gemstone pebble beads, and the gemstone for this is labradorite. Take a look. We've got 6 to 8 millimeter labradorite pebbles. And let's get this a little bit closer to take a look at these. On here, it's like we've got a little bit of flash in some of them. They look like a nice icy sky. You've got some flash there. Labradorite is a really fun gemstone. And I'm just going to leave it on its strand right now. I'll pull it off when I go to use it. But then we've got our Czech triangle beads. And these are cracked crystal blue. Open up. They're 19 millimeter beads. And this is a beautiful icy blue. It looks like with these, our hole is drilled from side to side up near the top of this. So these would actually, oh my goodness, these would hang so great on a necklace. Oh my goodness, I am already having ideas. take a look at these. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh my goodness, yes. All right, all right, all right. I'm having ideas. I'm having ideas already of things that we can make with this. So this is really great. And I'm actually gonna just fold the edges over so that I can stick this right on the top of my box, like that. All right, so let me set this aside because I am going to be sorting the Czech glass mix. I love sorting beads. It is super fun. And this is Night City Night Lights. That is the name of this mix. And it looks like we've got some 2-hole beads in here. We've got some daggers. We've got some Czech glass. Oh boy, look at this. All right, so first of all, I'm going to pull out my bigger beads here. Looks like we've got several of these. I think these are 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter. So there's 10 or 12 millimeter Czech glass beads with that one's a little bit smaller. That's fine. With the silver and black, maybe silver and AB. Is that bronze? I think some of them are bronze and some of them are silver. We've got those. I'm going to go ahead and pop this open. See if I can get these beads in here. Or will they all fit? Probably not. We might actually stick these in my organizer. But some of these, I think, will fit nicely in here. Like all of these blue 2-hole beads, these are about the same size as like a Tila bead, but they are a diamond shape, but the holes in them don't run up and down like they do in some other diamond shaped 2-hole beads. You can see the way that the holes run with the light going through them. They run parallel to 2 of the sides. These are really fun beads and they might be a lot of fun to make things with. And I'm going to go ahead and stick them right here in this bit. First one's down. All right. Now there's some more diamond beads that look like they might also be some 2-hole beads. So let's pull these out. I think I got all of them. If not, I know where I'm going to put them. All right, now these also look like they have a hole that runs in the same direction as these others. So I'm going to stick them right in here. This next section, and this is a kind of a matte black color. And there's a couple of other beads in here that have that same matte black color, like these heart-shaped beads. They're matte black on one side, and then they've got the blue finish on the other. And since there's still some room in here, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the same little section. So I've got my 2-hole beads, and then I've got my 2-tone hearts. And that's sorted. All right, now let's pull out all of our daggers. Knives out, as they say. And there's one of this kind of bead in here. It's kind of fun. I love sorting through bead mixes. It is One of my favorite things to do. I'm going to pull out some of these larger Czech glass beads. It's like I've got a 6mm and a 7mm. 5, a couple 5mm. Set those over there for now. But we've got some paisley duos. Paisley duos sometimes come with a right and a left. So I don't know which is right and which is left in these. It looks like they are crystal with kind of a vitriol coating on them. I'm going to pull out all of my paisley duos. And they have 2 holes. And you can see the way that the holes run if you get a little bit closer to them, like that. And these are something that if you like them and you want to buy them, they do sell them on the Potomac Bead site. Oh, look how many there are. I'll probably have to sort through and figure out which is right and which is left. They list them as right and left on the site when you go to buy them. I'm going to go ahead and stick all of these right here in this one section. I should probably just have them open so I can add more as I go. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun sorting these with me. I love sorting beads. All right, so we've got so many, but they're all smaller now. So let's see what these are. These look like they are flat on 2 sides, but they have some faceting on the edges, and there's just 2 of these. And then we've got some more of these. You know what? I'm going to put all of these faceted beads together over here, just so they are out of the way while we sort through some of these smaller beads and figure out what we have left. All right. Now, got one of my pie duos. Stick that there. All right, I'm going to pull out these flower beads. Looks like there's some that are silver, some that are blue. Oh, got another one of my paisleys. Stick that over there. Oh, that one's clear. How fun. All right, and since these are different enough, I'm going to go ahead and set them in one of these. All right. Still have more of these faceted beads. Let's get them out of the way. Okay, there is just a ton of these little rondelles. They're black matte rondelles. They're these guys right here. I'm going to be separating those out. They will make great spacers, I think, for some designs, probably. I may not sort all of these out. I may decide that's enough for me for right now, and I'll go through the rest of them later. But I wanted to get most of the ones that there was like a lot of, or were super special or bigger or smaller than the other ones, sorted out, like the 2-hole beads sorted out. Okay. See what I mean? There were a lot of these, so I'm going to stick them actually in one of these. I think I should have gotten more than this. Maybe I'll go get the other ones that I have, except they already have some stuff in them. All right, and then we've got some really small round beads right here. Got a couple of faceted drop beads in there. Missed one of those. Okay, I think that is all of these round beads that are like that. Some of them are round but a little bit bigger that are still in the unsorted mix. But these are these ones right here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stick them in the same little section that I put those matte rondelles in. That way they can be together that way. I think I have all of those. I have all of those that I'm going to sort out. I have all of those. So the next one is these. And I think these beads I'm going to put in there with them. They are kind of the crystal vitriol kind of color. Rondelle shape. Smooth rondelles. There's a couple of those. So I think that they will go in here with my flower shaped beads. And I'm going to pull out these round beads as well, and these 2 oval beads, and stick them in there with that. All right. Then we've got some little square beads. We've got some larger square beads. We've got some of these with kind of a bump along the outside of it, some faceted beads, and a couple of other ones. So I'm going to, what am I going to do with these? I don't know. But I sorted some of these out. These ones I'm going to make some room for in here by moving my labradorite over here with those briolettes. And I'm going to put in these larger faceted beads first. And then I'm going to fill in the spaces with these other smaller faceted beads. So it's still a bit of a Czech glass mix. but it can stay right there. I'm gonna stick these. Looks like these are single hole daggers. I'm gonna just put them right next to the pie duos in there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. And then we've got the rest of these. I will figure out some way of getting those and keeping them separate or putting them together. But here we have the Potomac Beads treasure box. And let me just open these up so you can get a last look at all of them all together, sorted out. There we go for January. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you get this box, then I hope you enjoy making with it during this month. I am going to come up with a beginner-friendly bead weaving project that uses the beads that came in this box, so that if you're a little bit afraid of bead weaving and you're not ready to get started, maybe you can start with a really simple project and some of the thread that they gave us. You will need a beading needle. They have English style beading needles. I prefer wide-eye beading needles, but you can definitely get that. And if you're not a subscriber and you'd like to, I will put a link in my description that will take you to where you can subscribe to this bead box. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great day.